Okay, so this is the Chofetz Chaim lesson a day. We're in day 46. So, from his work, Sefer Chofetz Chaim, this lesson is called A Last Resort. If, in addition to personal reproof, any other option exists that could preclude the necessity to speak negatively of someone, it must be pursued. Negative speech, even for a constructive purpose, is lowly if it can be avoided. In the same vein, when speaking negatively is necessary, one must carefully calculate just how much must be related in order to achieve the desired result. To relate any unnecessary negative information would be to speak Lashon Hara. Furthermore, even if it is clear that someone must be made aware of certain derogatory information about another person, one should choose the least blatant means by which to communicate that information. Directing someone to where he will become aware of information on his own is preferable to expressing it verbally. In comparing two candidates for a position, stressing the strengths of one is often sufficient without actually articulating what the other lacks. In all cases, the least negative course is the one to follow. So it says in the margin, Miriam's intentions were purely for the sake of heaven, yet this did not save her from affliction for having spoken against her brother. From his work Sefer Shmirat HaLashon, this message is called a timeless message. Remember upon whom the punishment of Tzaharas was inflicted, upon the righteous Miriam, in whose merit the miraculous well poured forth water from the time the Jews departed Egypt until her death almost 40 years later. She was a prophetess, as it is written, Miriam the prophetess, the sister of Aaron. Shemot 15:20. Her criticism was directed toward her brother, whom she loved like her very own self, and for whom she endangered her life when she stood by the riverbank when Moses was placed in the river as an infant. She did not speak disparagingly of Moshe. She merely accorded him the status of other prophets. She did not speak in Moshe's presence, which might have caused him embarrassment, nor did she utter her words in public. Whatever she said was spoken between herself and her righteous brother Aaron. Her intentions were purely for the sake of heaven. Moreover, Moshe, upon being informed of her words, bore her no ill will, as it is written, quote, now the man Moshe was exceedingly humble. That's Bamidbar 12, verse 1. Despite all the above, Miriam was punished with Tzaharas. Remember upon whom it was inflicted. The Torah relates the people did not journey until Miriam was cured and brought into the camp, Bamidbar 12:15. Miriam's exceptional merits were not enough to allow her punishment to be deferred until the nation had arrived at their next destination, where her condition would have drawn less attention. She was punished on the way, and her disgrace became known to all. Remember where the episode of Miriam's affliction occurred.